Jumanji Bells. I got married in 2019 and got my green card in October of 2020 and still married. When could I file for my citizenship? October 2023. Nick Gardner. Hi, Brad. I was petitioned by my dad in F1 category, unmarried son and daughter of U.S. citizen in 2013. It was approved in 2014, then 2020 priority date was current. However, Trump and COVID set things back. However, the NVC says every 60 days for appointment in Jamaica, but dad died. Can apply for humanitarian reinstatement. Can it work? You can apply for humanitarian reinstatement. It has to be done stateside. I'm sorry about your dad's death. You have to have a close family member substitute in for your dad, but yes, you can. Sharon Howell, I'm a U.S. citizen, filed for my brother in Trinidad in 2011. He got approved in 2014. Since then, haven't heard anything. What's the next step? Wait, you're in 2007, so you have like 5 or 6 more years. Des Pemberton, I can't put my name on a tenancy lease because they require a social security number. I'm in the process of submitting my adjustment status. Will this affect my application? No, it will not affect your application. Get your social. Winsome Wilson, good evening, Brad. Is there a way to use name and date of birth to check the status with USCIS? A friend of mine's stepmother supposedly filing for him, but needs to know if she's really filing for him because she's not giving him any information. Yeah, you do a Freedom of Information Act request and you request all your records and see if there's an application filed for you. It's done on a FOIA. Antonio Mendoza, I have a social security per VAWA. What am I supposed to do with my work? I work with fake social for 15 years. You seriously asking me about how you fix fraud for 15 years? You need a consultation. Colossians, I would like to file for my brother to return to the United States. He was deported 20 years ago. An immigration attorney told me that I would need to get his alien file. Why can't the immigration lawyer get his alien file? I would get that for you. It's a dumb immigration lawyer, so we can figure out if we can bring him back. Kevin Gallimore, good evening, Brad. I have a question. After DQ with NVC in May, how long before the interview if my wife and kids are in Jamaica? I'm a U.S. citizen. It's usually about 1 year from DQ, unfortunately, for Jamaica. Hi, Brad. P.S. If you marry and get a 2-year and get denied for the 10-year and get divorced, can you remarry again? Yes, unless they claim that you committed marriage fraud. The answer is yes. CE user, can an F1 student change to a green card through employment during OPT or F1 and CPT? Yes, perhaps yes, absolutely. As long as it's prospective employment, unless you're working legally on OPT. Arecha Lafayette, asking for a friend in the USA on a B1, B2 visa. Can he do an extension, then adjust his status? His father's petition for him. His priority date is 2013. He's a married child of a U.S. citizen. Yes, but I believe the priority dates are not reached yet. So even if you request an extension for 6 months, I doubt it would be reached for 2013 already. So he would definitely need a consultation. What happens when USCIS responds to an I-13? There is no I-13, I guess an I-130. Well, you get an approval letter. Congratulations. I-130 just says they approved the relationship. Okay, Paulone, do you help with divorce process? In New York, yes. I-130. We were right. Chris Kelly, good evening. Can a green card holder get deported for not working? No, cannot get deported for not working. Nikki D, hi, Brad. I have a question. So my whole family came to the United States as refugees back in 1981, and my parents became a citizen in 96. I was underage, so I filled out a form N600, and the Department of Homeland Security is asking for a birth certificate, which I don't have. What do I need to do? Take a blood test between your parents and prove that you are the child of your U.S. citizen parents who became citizens under the age of 18. Blood don't lie. Brian Abdul, U.S. citizen parents, sponsored adult unmarried child. Priority date is 2018. Cases NVC. How long for green card interview? At least 2 or 3 more years, unfortunately, Brian. And the last question in social media check-in for right now. What are instances where your work permit can be canceled or withdrawn by immigration? Can it be withdrawn if you lose a mandamus case? Your work permit would be canceled if your adjustment application is denied. That would be it. Okay, there would be no other reason why your work permit would be denied.
Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.